The Arctic and Antarctic, vast frozen landscapes that stretch as far as the eye can see. These regions are home to unique creatures like polar bears and penguins and are vital to our planet's health. But these frozen giants are under threat from climate change and human activities. Temperatures are rising at alarming rates, causing ice sheets to shrink rapidly. The consequences are far-reaching, affecting coastal communities and ecosystems around the globe. The Arctic is warming twice as fast as the global average, leading to unprecedented changes. Permafrost, ground that has been frozen for thousands of years, is now thawing at an accelerated pace. This thawing releases methane, a potent greenhouse gas, into the atmosphere, exacerbating global warming. The situation is dire and demands our urgent attention and immediate action to mitigate these effects. The primary culprit is climate change, which has been significantly driven by human activities over the past century. Human activities, particularly the burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas, release large amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These gases, such as carbon dioxide and methane, trap heat in the atmosphere, causing global temperatures to rise steadily over time. This warming effect is especially pronounced in the polar regions, where temperatures are rising at twice the global average. As temperatures rise, ice melts at an accelerated rate, leading to the loss of vast ice sheets and glaciers. White ice and snow reflect sunlight, helping to cool the planet by sending solar energy back into space. As ice melts, it exposes darker ocean water and land, which absorb more heat from the sun, further warming the region. This creates a dangerous feedback loop, where warming leads to more ice melt, which in turn leads to even more warming, accelerating the process. Melting glaciers and ice sheets contribute to rising sea levels. Coastal communities face an increased risk of flooding and erosion. Millions of people living in low-lying areas are vulnerable. Island nations could disappear entirely beneath the waves. The loss of sea ice threatens polar wildlife. Polar bears rely on ice platforms for hunting seals. Walruses use ice floes as resting spots. As ice diminishes, these animals face starvation and habitat loss, putting their survival at risk. Section 4. A world out of balance, long-term impacts. The melting of polar regions has far-reaching consequences. Changes in ocean currents and temperatures can disrupt weather patterns worldwide. This can lead to more extreme weather events such as hurricanes, droughts, and floods. The thawing of permafrost releases not only methane, but also ancient viruses and bacteria. The potential for these re-emerging pathogens to impact human and animal health is a growing concern. Section 5. Turning the tide solutions for a cooler future. There is hope. We can mitigate the worst effects of climate change. Transitioning to renewable energy sources, such as solar and wind power, is crucial. Reducing our carbon footprint through energy efficiency and sustainable practices is essential. Protecting existing forests and planting new trees can help absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. International cooperation is vital. We must work together to reduce emissions and invest in climate-resilient infrastructure. Section 6. Our planet, our responsibility, a call to action. The polar regions, with their breathtaking glaciers and vast ice caps, are more than just remote landscapes. They are vital to the health of our planet. The fate of the polar regions is intertwined with our own. As the ice melts, it affects global sea levels, weather patterns, and the habitats of countless species. We have a responsibility to protect these fragile ecosystems for future generations. Every action counts. From the air we breathe to the water we drink, our lives are deeply connected to these distant places. Reduce your carbon footprint, support sustainable practices, and demand action from our leaders. Simple changes in our daily lives, like using public transport or reducing plastic use, can make a significant impact. The time for complacency is over. We must raise our voices and join the global movement for climate action. Every protest, every petition, and every vote counts. The future of our planet depends on the choices we make today. Investing in renewable energy and supporting green initiatives can pave the way for a sustainable future. Let us act with urgency and determination to preserve the beauty and wonder of our polar regions for generations to come. Together, we can make a difference and ensure that these magnificent landscapes remain for all to cherish.